Hi sweet peas, and welcome back to Midori's World. It's your girl, Midori. Make sure that if you guys like my content to follow me on my Instagram where I post my daily shenanigans. I also have a Twitter where I post my minute-to-minute shenanigans, as well as a podcast called Midori's World where I do comedy, story times, and I just talk about my life more in detail, and it's a good time, guys, so make sure you subscribe to that. Now guys, let's get into today's topic, which is ego, or what is a healthy ego and what makes up an unhealthy ego. Now with that said guys, let's begin. Ego, man. Every time someone says someone has it, it tends not to be a good thing. Unless it's the song Ego, Gotta Be Ego. The topic of someone's ego usually ends up with them having too big for their own head or them thinking that they're better than everyone else. However, that doesn't mean that having an ego is actually a bad thing. An healthy ego allows us to genuinely appreciate our strengths, appreciate our imperfections, and love ourselves unconditionally, which you really need to have since this world is really fucking rough sometimes, guys. While an unhealthy ego is rooted in fear, anxiety, limiting beliefs, and toxic thinking patterns, telling you to stick up for what's comfortable, to avoid uncertainty, and to have unrealistic expectations of yourself and for others. The word ego is a Greek word from I, meaning the core sense of self, a distinct and unique expression of personhood. Albeit, one paradox exists in connection or in relation to life and others. Thus, the term ego on different meanings depending on where it falls on the conundrum between a healthy ego on one end of the spectrum and an unhealthy one on the other. So let's dive into some habits some people with healthy egos or a healthy dose of self-love do. So like I stated earlier, a healthy ego allows us to genuinely appreciate our strengths, accept our imperfections, and to love ourselves unconditionally, not wanting others to do the loving us stick. Why, you may ask? Because you love your damn self and don't need anyone else to feel whole or to validate your present to make you feel worthy, because you know you fucking are. You accept yourself in all aspects of yourself. The good, the bad, the ugly, the sexy, the weird. Taking responsibility for all of our experiences, whether good, bad, whether getting played by someone or doing the playing of someone. We take responsibility for our actions and learning to set boundaries that protect and nurture our relationships with ourselves and others, allowing yourself to make mistakes and not berate ourselves for making them. Instead, choosing to appreciate our desires to grow and learn, not rehashing our past mistakes, dragging ourselves to a dark place when we know that the only thing we can do when it comes to our past is learn. We can't change it. Period. And finally, the last one, refusing to receive permission or approval to be yourself. A healthy ego gives us the ego strength to navigate challenging moments and emotions of vulnerability rooted in fear and anxiety with ease and resilience. It is essentially a skill in the formation of healthy emotion intimacy and couple relationships. While in an unhealthy ego, we lack resiliency, sticking to what feels comfortable for us and avoiding what does not. We tend to hold unrealistic expectations, which are held rigidly in place by emotionally charged core beliefs that activate the body's stress response, as they are rooted in fear and anxiety. Our thinking patterns are out of balance. Some traits that you could look out for or watch when it comes to having or developing an unhealthy ego is you worry too much about what other people think about you. You seek instant satisfaction. You have a reactive, dramatic, defensive, or you are easily triggered. We all know someone like that in our lives, y'all. You fight reality, or you just wish it away. You refuse to face fear and challenges. You often are overwhelmed by emotions. Clip. You use blame, avoidance, criticism, or denial to deal with difficult situations. You have a sense of entitlement or grandiosity about you. And finally, your need to be right and superior all the fucking time. Now that one, my dude, if you have that in a partner or like anybody, you need to walk the fuck out, because you ain't gonna be right all the time, and you definitely not make me feel like shit. Like, I am here for a good time, and definitely not a fucking long time, because since it's Friday night, so they better not fuck up your mood. It ain't worth it, boo-boo. It ain't worth it. So, before your mind spirals into a pit as you read this list and recognize some of these signs in yourself or someone you love, let's wrap you up in a cocoon of compassion, or them in a cocoon of passion. And understand that to do better, all you need to do is recognize these traits and slowly start doing healthier alternatives to create a healthier and better ego and self-love for yourself. Now guys, the video is over. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Also thumbs up if you enjoy my content. I love you guys so much. Have a beautiful day, sweet peas. Bye.